Okay, that was my should have been husband, Andy Grammer.
Yes.
Hello.
Oh my goodness, when you think of positivity, he is it.
Yes. And well, hi.
Hi. Oh yeah, hi.
Yeah, we're here. We're back. This is episode 3. We are Wine, Liars, and Beer.
Yep.
And we're gonna go see Andy Grammer.
Saturday.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes. Irving Plaza.
I'm sorry, Asia. I know you're married to him, but I'm so in love. So in love.
But there is a reason we played that song.
Yes. Got to keep your head up. Mm-hmm. We're about to embark on another adventure.
We are.
It will be, our typical boozy vendor because that's just how we roll. But every time we do, we end up falling into we've created a hashtag for it.
Black Cloud Life.
Black Cloud Life. Hashtag Black Cloud Life. Mm-hmm. Anytime something goes wrong, we just say it and move on because we're going to keep our heads up. We're going to exude the positivity that Andy Grammer exudes. Right? He's like my role model.
Yeah.
Guy is like...
And he's a fun...
oh my God, he's just like...
so much energy.
Good energy. Mm-hmm. So we have recently went on a road trip to South Carolina.
Yes.
Unfortunately, you will not be able to hear about our experiences there because hashtag Black Cloud Life.
Yes.
We had to deal with some learning experiences, and so we're going to give you a tiny bit of rundown of what happened there, and
Yeah. It was a good... you know what? It was... no complaints.
No, we made a lot of good memories, had a lot of good laughs, and we're gonna move on. But there were a couple of times where on other adventures, where the Black Cloud Life came
in full force.
And you got to go one of two directions with it. You can be like, man, this is my life is over.
Yeah.
I can't do this anymore, or you can laugh it off and move on.
Which is what we did.
And you know what? You ever notice this about like anything, even when you're a kid? What are the most memories that you have? Like the dramatic ones, right? Mm-hmm. The ones where like horror was involved and like the scary stuff, or the bad stuff. Mm-hmm. The ones you were like tormented or worried or felt like you were stranded. You remember that time that your mom turned around for 1 second and you're in the store and she's gone. Like, you'll never forget that. So these Black Cloud moments have made some of our trips more memorable.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to share a couple of them with you tonight while we are drinking our local Blue Point Brewery beer. Yep. We've got a couple Mosaics left over from prior when we went. So we're going to drink those while we talk to you about that. I mean, it's there all the time, that Black Cloud.
Yeah. And I think it's there for a lot of people.
I'm sure it is, right?
Mm-hmm. So, I think the first one that comes to mind...
And it's kind of relevant because it's coming up again soon.
Yes. We have been to a big country music festival up in Hunter Mountain. They do a Taste of Country in June every year. And we didn't go last year. Was this the year before? 2 years ago, maybe it was? And... Or was it last year?
No, we didn't go last year.
No, we didn't go last year.
No.
2 years ago. So what we did is we rented a really nice condo right on the mountain.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was like ideal location. And, our plan was to be able to walk through because people that go to Taste of Country are able to camp on the campgrounds.
It's like any music festival. Yeah. There's camping.
They can have campers.
Car, camper,
cars,
RV.
And tents. So,
but, we decided to be spoiled bitches, and we paid, a couple $1,000s for a slope side condo.
Yeah, which was beautiful.
And it was so convenient.
Yes.
I really wish we were doing it that way again, but...
Yeah. So we said, okay, we're going to get this condo, and once we can easily walk through the campgrounds to get to the stage, to the actual festival. And I think it was all well and good when we first went.
Well, there was a guy at the gate. Remember the security guy at the gate?
Because we had to, like, cut through
the campgrounds.
Yeah, but to get to the campgrounds, we had to cut through, like, a little
other people's
path.
Yeah, so it was like a little bridge, other people's backyards. But there was like, and everybody, I don't know if any of you guys know country music, but country music equals a lot of drinking.
Yes.
So there was, condos are attached to each other. There was like another group of people staying at the condo next to us, and they were like, "Whoa, yeah, you just need the code, the password, the secret password to get through." So if you tell the guard at the gate the password, he opens the gate for you.
Yep.
Oh no, there was a lock.
Oh, that's right, with the code.
And you had to tell him the combination. And he, if you had the right combination, the gate would open.
Yes.
Oh, because then the guy disappeared. Yeah, he wasn't there sometime later.
So we made it into the campgrounds.
Yeah, because we had the code. And we had these wristbands, and it's kind of like you have to buzz in and buzz out with your wristband.
You know what it reminds me of? When you're going into Disney with your magic bands and that type of thing.
Yep.
Yeah, so...
and they were beeping red when we were going in, but the staff was uneducated.
Yes, and they said, no, just go right on in.
Go ahead, right?
So we got into the festival. No questions asked. Enjoyed ourselves. And then on the way out of the festival, you have to...
Buzz back out.
It's not like you can kind of, go in and out as you please. So when we buzzed back out, we were then... stopped
again, yeah.
And they said...
They weren't going to let us leave.
Yeah, they weren't going to let us leave into the campgrounds to get to our condo.
That was Kid Rock night.
Yes.
Ba would have ba. Kid Rock. He can put on a show, can he?
So we said...
I'm sorry, I got to stop you because Kid Rock is just that good.
He is really good. He was really like one of those...
My name is Kid.
And he had like fireworks going up on his stage.
Yeah. Even if you don't like him, you will like his show. I think, anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So we left.
Everybody else who complained was there.
I know.
They were like, why would they put Kid Rock at a country music festival? Oh, he was one of the only reasons why I was going.
Yeah. So we left, and we were stopped at the gates, and they said, no, you can't go into the campgrounds because you don't have a campground access wristband. And we said, well, we came in through the campgrounds.
We have the secret code for the lock at the gate.
And our condo is right there. We can literally see it. And they were like, no. And
I think it's funny. So that was our Black Cloud life.
Yeah, but no, that's not even it. We had to pay.
I know.
Oh.
we went home. But before we tell the story about what happened, you can't bring your own alcohol into the event. You have to buy your own alcohol. So we can't get out of the venue to go to our condo. But there was a group of other people who were able to get into the venue with backpacks full of cans of PBR.
Yep.
Backpacks full. But we couldn't leave.
No.
All right, go ahead.
Anyway, so we then learned later on, they finally, I guess, let us through because we got back to our condo. Because I think we weren't the only ones that were like...
It was beeping red. Yeah.
And so we learned to find out that we needed to pay an extra...
$50
a ticket to get campground access so
the
that
whole
we
reason
can...
we spent those.
So we can actually walk through the campgrounds. But not only that...
Yes.
We had to then walk to the box office
entrance. Yes. Cutting through is one thing.
Yeah. We
Walking
weren't allowed
around,
to cut through.
Exactly.
Again, to do that. So we had to walk down a main road on the mountain to get
like imagine driving up, you could barely, like a windy. We had to walk it down.
Yeah. And pay $50 a ticket to get...
the sticks of upstate New York. Yeah. We're walking by some freaky stuff there, too.
Get another wristband to be able to just walk through the campgrounds.
Yep.
And then there was a security guard there the rest of the weekend, like at that gate.
And I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm so sorry. I really don't even know what I'm saying about this Taste of Country Music Festival.
Yeah, but it is coming up soon.
Yeah, it is.
So, but we don't need a campground wristband.
No, we are just going to park our cars in the parking lot. I heard that Hunter Mountain area, where is that? It's Hunter, New York?
Yeah.
Doesn't have Ubers.
Yes, you told me that.
I know. And they said if you like, they have a cab, like one cab in the entire town. So if you plan on taking a cab, plan on waiting 3 hours for your ride.
Okay.
So we'll be driving. Mm-hmm. So one of us will have to be responsible. And that's not going to be much fun.
No.
So Hunter,
we can always enjoy
people,
ourselves at the house.
if any Uber driver is listening to us, if you want to bring your Uber car up to Hunter, I think we have an extra bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah. Cheap. Oh, room and board if you be our Uber driver. Mm-hmm. We'll take in applications.
Yep.
All right. So that's it. That's like typical.
Yeah.
There was another time when we went to Myrtle Beach. I love that house.
Yeah, that's a great house.
I need to get that house.
Yeah.
Man. When I win the lottery, I'm going to buy us that house.
Okay.
We didn't win last night.
No.
All right. Maybe Saturday.
Maybe.
Okay. We need to get some numbers. All right. So we're going to Myrtle Beach, and this is the second annual Myrtle Beach visit. Some of us, I'm a road tripper, so I can hang in the car, and that's just how I roll. And I like to do it that way. It doesn't bother me. I can pull all-nighters. I usually leave the night before to get through the night, and so I have the whole following day. But the other half of my crew here decided that she was going to take the easy way out and flew Spirit Airlines.
I did.
Yeah. So the airport catastrophe, she thought she had it bad, but I was the one sitting on a dock unshowered and unslept for 24 hours waiting for her to get off of her plane because she had the keys
to the house.
To the house.
Yeah. Oh my God. But that was like such a horrible experience.
It was. So I'm driving 24 hours. They're having their horrible Spirit. You had a crazy person on the plane, didn't you?
We did.
Go ahead.
Trying to get on the plane. We had a woman at the terminal. We were at the gate, actually. And, they were getting ready to board, and this woman just started, like, going a little crazy.
Losing her mind.
Yeah.
Okay. How do crazy people even get through the metal detectors?
I don't know. And, like, she was literally... Now, we were, like... Because, okay, another thing, there was a lot of construction going on at LaGuardia Airport. So, the gate was... We were, like, a herd of cattle, like, in this area. Because everything was blocked off because of construction. But we were towards the back. And this was happening, like, right where you would get onto the plane. And from what I hear, she was, like, banging her head on, like, the window of the airport, in the terminal. And, she was flipping, like, and they had to call security. Security had to come, and security did remove her. But then security brought her back.
Did it delay your plane?
Yes.
It delayed it.
Yes. So now we're waiting in the terminal, and security brings this woman back and says, okay, she's good to go, like, onto our plane.
So now you've got 100 people in the air.
Yeah.
On a plane.
So, wait.
With a crazy person.
So now, so now the plane starts to board. And as people are boarding, they are giving their comments about their thoughts of this woman being on their plane because of what just happened. And, someone who was in our group was like, if this plane goes down because of this woman, or this woman does something crazy on this plane, this is on you guys, as we were boarding the plane. That's what they said to the, poor little woman that's scanning our tickets.
Oh, my God.
And so we're all on the plane now, waiting still. Like, the gates haven't been, or the door wasn't shut on the plane. The woman hadn't come on the plane yet. We were waiting. So imagine now this full plane, and they're going to bring this crazy woman on the plane with everyone anticipating her coming on the plane. So long story short then, one of the stewardess comes on the plane and said, okay, our last passenger will not be getting on the plane. And everyone started cheering at that point because they knew who that last passenger was, and she ended up not coming on our plane. But then we ended up getting delayed even more on the runway for an hour and a half because
so now
there
you're
were
stuck
storms
inside the plane
for an hour and a half for an hour and a half flight. That's how long the flight is.
You have anxiety on planes or
Yes,
no?
yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Severe anxiety? Like, were you having a panic attack at this point?
No.
Really?
No.
Because I do not like flying, which is one of the reasons why I drive. And I'm telling you right now, I would be yelling and screaming to get off of that plane now.
I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. And people that fly with me will probably tell you the same thing, that they don't really like to sit next to me because...
Yeah, no. I think I scared
get a
an
little
entire...
antsy.
There was a time when we were flying into LaGuardia, and the runway's short there.
Yes.
So it's coming home from Texas, and we landed and then went right back into the air.
That happened to me at JFK.
So I lost my shit. Mm-hmm. And when we landed, the people around me were like, get me away from this girl. Because I didn't have one of those things under my seat.
Yeah.
What do you call them? The life vest?
Oh.
I have no life vest. Oh my God. Renee, I have no life vest. They were like, you're not going to need one. You're not going to need one. I don't care. I want one. Something.
Yeah.
Oxygen masks were missing. And you know what my dumb ass did? I chose that seat.
Yeah.
The emergency seat.
Oh.
The one that way you're supposed to save other people before you save yourself.
Yeah, no.
Ugh.
Why would you do that?
Leg room. Space.
Yeah,
The
I
less
guess.
claustrophobia.
I don't know. But our plane did that at JFK, too.
Scary.
But we didn't even hit the ground. Like, I don't know if your plane actually, the wheels hit the ground. No, ours did not. Our plane...
But the boom, boom. Why are we going back up?
Our plane came
Like somebody
down.
took over our plane. I was like, there's a terrorist taking over our plane.
But it's crazy because when we came into JFK, we came down and we were, literally you look out the window and you see the ground. And then all of a sudden the engine started revving up and we started going back in the air.
God. Oh my God. I can't even, I'm thinking about it and my heart's beating faster.
But the pilot didn't even come on the announcement.
Mine either.
Until
you need to tell people.
Mm-hmm.
You need to tell them what's going on.
I don't know what yours was, but ours was wind shear.
I have no idea what it was because I was too busy yelling and screaming. I couldn't hear when he finally did come on, but he didn't. And that was what was the worst part about it. Is that it's like, why are they not saying anything?
And
why are they not telling me what's going on?
A friend of mine, now I can laugh about this. At the time, it wasn't funny, but she sat behind me because she doesn't fly well either. And you're going to meet her because she's going to come on the show. But she actually said, as we were going up in the air, not knowing what's going on, she looked at her watch, and the time was 5:12. And she said... time of death, 5:12, really loud in the plane, and I was like, Sarah, you can't say that. And so to this day, but so that was another
Black Cloud. All right, so back to Myrtle Beach, year 2. So I'm waiting the arrival of the house keys. And
they finally come.
They come, and when we have all that stress and travel, you kind of don't want, we usually, it's a house, so we get groceries or whatever, but nobody was going grocery shopping that night. Mm-mm. We were just boots on the ground situation going on. We just were on the front lines. We're gonna relax. So I'm like, all right, I'll order pizza. So being from Long Island, New York.
Yep.
We have some of the world's best pizza. Mm-hmm. We're 45 minutes from Brooklyn. It's hard to order pizza outside of the state because...
you have expectations.
Yeah. So there was a pizza company called Long Island Pizza. So I'm like, oh my God, how ironic. I'm going to order pizza from it. We had a lot of us in the house that year. Granted, it's a 6-bedroom, right? Or 8-bedroom?
6-bedroom.
6-bedroom. House and multiple beds in every room. So there were a lot of people. So the order was
significant.
Extremely. Especially if the pizza guy, had to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I ordered this $250 pizza delivery order. And I'm texting the guy, and we're talking, and I'm trying to explain. He's like, where are you? And I'm like, we're on Ocean. And he's like, I'm on Ocean. What number are you? And I'm like, 804. Mm-hmm. And he's like, I'm driving. I don't find you anywhere. And I'm like, man, I'm standing outside. Come on. I'm waving my hands. I'm like, what are you driving? We're going through this whole entire conversation, and I'm like, you know what? It's fine. Just go back. I will get in the car, and I will come pick up the pizzas myself. And he's like, you sure? And I'm like, yeah. So we're going back and forth in phone conversations for ever. So I get into the car, I plug my phone in, I open up Maps, and I put the pizza company address in, and it's 6-hour drive. Because there apparently are 2 Surfside beaches. One in South Carolina and one in North Carolina.
Oh, my God.
And the Long Island Pizza Company was in North Carolina, 6 hours from where we are.
You had to text the guy.
I didn't want to call him. I was so embarrassed, but I knew I had to tell him because that's awful, right? That they have all of this pizza waiting to be picked up. So I was like, I can't call because I'm like yelling at him. Yeah. Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah. Because we're hungry.
You're on the wrong plate. I've been out.
Yeah.
I'm no sleep.
You were driving all night.
No sleep. So I text him and I'm like, I'm so sorry. We're from New York. I ordered from the wrong Surfside Beach. I'm in South Carolina. And the cool guy texts me back, oh, no problem. I'm from Rego Park. So he was a Queens born and bred man.
Yeah.
It worked out perfectly nice. He totally understood that we made a mistake. But, that was, again.
Hashtag Black Cloud Life.
Yeah. We ended up going to like a wannabe Domino's. I forget the name of the company. But
it was good. And we ordered it more than once, I think.
At that point, we were ready for anything. Yeah, I don't know. It really kind of happens every single time.
Yeah.
This past vacation, I got a little nervous that we were going to have a Black Cloud Life episode because we were leaving. It was Easter. So we were leaving midnight Easter. And I went to gather some like travel essentials the night before Easter to, have, because I waited for last minute for this trip for everything. I don't know what I was thinking. I usually packed way ahead of advance. I didn't do any of that. So I go to a drugstore to get like shampoos and everything. And I spend more than normal that I would at a drugstore, I guess, because when I went to swipe my card, it got declined. And there's no way it could have been declined because I just got paid. So I'm like, I go to the ATM machine and I end up getting cash to pay for the stuff. But then I'm like freaking out.
Yeah.
They reported fraud on my card.
Oh, so it was fraud.
No, it was me trying to buy
that's
stuff.
What I'm saying.
Yes,
like, that's
but here they're like shutting down my card and we're about to go and the bank isn't going to be open and I'm going to have no money.
Yeah.
So it was that close, but they were, this is funny, actually, kind of relevant. They call, I finally get them on the phone and the guy's like, well, I'm going to go through the past couple charges with you to make sure that, you made them. So he's like, $60 gas. I'm like, yeah, I did that. And he's like $93 from an ad agency. And I'm like, an ad? I don't buy, what do you mean ad agency? And I'm like, in my head, I don't want to do this right now because I'll like eat the $93 if that's the case because I'm not going to have any money. And we're going through and he's like, I can't really pronounce this because, it's so here I am calling teachers, a Long Island based bank, and they're outsourcing out of the state, which is completely annoying because he's like, I can't see anything except what's on the screen, ma'am. So he's saying, it says this, it says that. And then, he's like, it's an ad agency. Coming up as an ad agency. Taste. I'm like, taste ad? I'm not buying anything. It was their Taste of Country payment.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, man.
That's so funny.
Anyway, solved the problem. Cash in hand. Yeah. Made it on the trip.
And there were no Black Cloud Lives on that trip.
No, except for the rain.
Yeah.
I felt like you are getting sleepy.
Yeah. And the dead bugs that were crashing into my windshield as we were driving.
But nothing else, really. No. Getting off and back on was quite an adventure.
Yeah.
Which you would have heard about if the aliens didn't come and steal the podcast.
Exactly.
But here we are.
So.
Oh, we are really excited to, like we said in the beginning, to meet Andy Grammer.
Yes. Not only are we going to his concert,
we're going to get a picture with him.
VIP tickets.
Yes. I am going to be in the same picture.
I know.
I am so
Me too.
excited.
And I hope that, he's supposed to put it on his Instagram story, so.
What do you think about this, though? He's been hiding tickets for shows because shows have been selling out. Mm-hmm. This is like an awesome tour for him.
He's got Boston tomorrow, then Irving Plaza, and I think he's in Philly sometime soon, and they're all 3 are sold out.
So what he's been doing is taking a pair of tickets and hiding them somewhere in the city that, the venue is in, And, if you could find the tickets, you get to go to the show. And we already have tickets and very good ones.
But I want to find the tickets.
I want to find the tickets.
I just want to take a picture with them.
What should we do?
But then we should give them to somebody.
We should, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or maybe we should post where they are. Yeah. We found the Andy Grammer tickets. Here they are.
Yeah.
Come get them.
Yes. But I just want to take a picture with them.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely do that. It would definitely. No, we'll do it.
Yeah.
So we had plans initially to go in prior to the show and do a little bit of bar hopping because there's a couple of speakeasies in New York City that we want to, hit up. You have to knock secret knocks and go through secret places, and that's definitely on the bucket list.
Yes.
We need to find a friend to come with us so that we can bring them back and talk about it. So maybe we'll skip it this time. But because we got the VIP tickets, we have to be there super early.
Yes.
And I am not missing this.
No.
Not for anything.
Nope.
I am going to bring a couple backup battery chargers. You know, my phone always dies on the train because we're going to take pictures.
And he's also going to perform 2 songs.
Oh, private ones.
Yeah.
And I have my list of questions for question and answer.
I've been thinking of a few questions as well.
So that's Fresh Eyes, the new song. Love it. The video, have you seen it?
No.
You have to see it. So what he does is he transforms homeless people. He goes to a homeless shelter and he takes the people that are staying at the shelter, and he gives them complete makeovers from head to toe.
Wow.
It is one of those situations where you kind of get a little choked up inside.
Yeah.
So I wanted to kind of ask why that specific type of charitable thing that he does. I totally understand wanting, he says it too, wants to make people feel good on the outside, change how they feel on the inside. But what are some other things that he is involved in?
Yeah.
I want to know. He's also a New York native.
Yep.
That's another, thing I love about him.
Yeah. You know what I'm curious to know? What's on his own playlist?
Oh, that's a good question. Did you write it down? Good.
Yeah.
Write it down.
Yes.
I also want to ask him, he's a new dad.
Yes.
He is so in love with that baby.
And she is so cute.
How they, her name is Louisiana, and why they chose Louisiana as her name.
Yeah, it has to have some type of meaning, I would think.
They call her Louie, which is adorable. Little blonde hair, blue-eyed princess. So cute. And he's totally obsessed with her, which makes him even hotter.
Yes.
And another question that I want to ask him is because he just released this new album, which is it's the Good Parts Tour.
Yeah.
And if we hashtag the Good Parts Tour, when we take our pictures, don't forget to do this. He might put our pictures. This guy, I have to say, I on a different account, a different Instagram account. I have another account where music is a passion, right? And a lot of times I'll use his stuff in my posts, right? He has liked and commented.
Yeah.
I wonder if he runs his own account.
I think he does.
Because he does a lot of interactive stuff, where you can see him doing selfies with his phone and walking around. And so I'm wondering, and that bass player,
yes,
he took pictures with us.
Zach,
yep. And he answers my questions when I ask him questions. So these, I just feel like they're so down to earth. And those two have been together from the beginning. So that is. So anyway, the Good Parts Tour is based on, I guess, the album title, which is, one of the songs. And the song is called The Good Parts. And what he says in the song is so authentic and real and kind of deep, that when you're talking to somebody, you can have your casual conversation, but that's not what matters. Tell me the good parts. Tell me the stuff where that's raw, raw stuff, the stuff that you feel. And eventually, I guess, maybe when we're drinking more than Blue Point, you'll hear some of our good parts.
Yes.
But I want to ask him, you want to hear everybody else's. Tell me one of your good parts. And I know, he's public about, the passing of his mom, and, that's something that definitely would hit home for us too. But something else.
Yeah.
Who's done you dirty?
Yeah.
Give me some real
I'm so
authentic.
Excited to just see how this all plays out.
Yeah. So I want to be semi-sober walking in.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll have our typical drink.
Yep.
One.
Yep.
We'll wait till we get to Jamaica. Irving Plaza's walking distance, right?
I believe so. Or at least
24.
Uber. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of like, where we're at the moment. That was the most exciting thing. Sorry there's no drama today, but
No.
the aliens stole it all.
I hope those aliens stay away.
Oh my gosh. Why do they keep taking our good parts?
Well.
So that was episode 3.
Yes. Remember, you're giving us 5 episodes.
5.
Mm-hmm.
It's only going to go uphill from here.
But we should be having some guests on the next few
the
episodes.
next 2, yeah.
So that'll be exciting.
Yep. No, this was our take. We had to take over this episode because we had some glitches. But we've got some really exciting stuff coming up.
Yes.
I mean, we've got some doors opening for us and experiences that we want to share with everyone. So I really, maybe even 10.
Yeah.
We are so new. We don't even know how to turn a microphone on. Like, we have gone from not knowing how to do that to, producing edited segments. So I think you might want to, like,
all these social media accounts.
Stay with us because you get to see growth and you get to, like, have a peek into our, little South Shore take on the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's going to be exciting.
It is. For us.
Yes.
And you'll feel it. Because we're that
so
kind
new
of...
it's so different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like
and it was so, like, spur of the moment, too.
I know. So it came to me in a dream. Like, somebody suggested today, exactly, because I said, oh, man, like, I have a little bit of inhibition. Like, I'm afraid to, like, put myself out there. And they suggested to change the name because what I would do at that sometimes is that I did recently, like, let a lot of walls down. I have walls. I mean, I guess we all do, right?
Does. Mm-hmm.
That I don't want to, like, meet people, especially boys. So there would be times where I don't want to make, like, an obligatory meeting and then ask for a name, and I will give them a fake name. Like, what's your name? My typical name is, like, Brielle or something. And then what do? I'm a beluga whale trainer.
I was going to say, like, that beluga whale trainer
I am a
time.
beluga whale trainer. So, I kind of don't want to do that here.
Yeah,
so it's like to have a pseudonym and to be somebody else gives you an opportunity to, like, be revealed. We're anonymous to an extent, but they suggested that we change the name of the podcast too to suit it more because I said, maybe we have to take a different take on it, a different turn based on the past events that have just recently happened. And I said, that shit came to me in a dream.
Yeah.
No, I am not doing that. No. And they're not the first person that told me to change it, but I'll have a couple of people that have said, I love the name.
Yes, it's different.
So we're going to stick with it for now. And, it's a baby project. We're raising a baby over here. And that's where we're going with that. So thanks for those of you that have... sat through episode 1, caught one of the 12 lucky ones that caught episode 2, and this was this end of episode 3. So
until next time,
have a good week.
Bye.
Bye.